I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm friends with
And
Lola.
we are live, guys.
Hey,
How is
hey.
everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good, doing good. Glad to see everybody.
Yeah, a lot of new faces.
No,
Downstairs.
glad to meet everybody here for the first time.
Yeah, same here. We got a lot of new faces. And I'm glad to have new people coming on. So thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
I'm happy to co-host kind of sort of whatever you need me to do. I'm just the mouth. I have so many questions. It always comes out.
I know. You're an awesome person, Trish. So before we get started, I'm going to show you guys something. It is kind of graphic, but not really. My husband is going to be going under the knife to get surgery. The duration time for the hospital is usually 6 days, but it can be anywhere from 3 to 41 days.
Oh wow.
Depending on the surgery or depending on the healing process and everything. So yeah, if you guys don't know, my husband is Varian Grant, and he has an illness called hidradenitis suppurativa, which basically he can't sweat. So he gets these sores and everything instead of sweating because it builds up and causes infection, and there's no cure for it. So we're going to try the surgery method, and this is what it's kind of going to look like. So.
This isn't going to be too gruesome, is it?
No. So this is the patient up top where he has the hidradenitis. My husband's is, I would say, about 10 times worse than that.
Damn.
And then
Lord.
That's what it's going to look like after. But my husband, unfortunately, will not be having a skin graft.
Gotcha.
He will. He will. It's all going to be open and packed because he can't get a skin graft. So
they always tell you the worst, but let me tell you, if she who just had spinal surgery, I mean, let me tell you, it's worse than what them telling you. You know what I mean? It's like, I wish you wouldn't tell me this because then it freaks you out. But then, I was walking an hour after I was like in my room. I'm like, let's go. I can walk now. Let's go.
So he's pretty much going to be like in a cross thing. So yeah,
they always make your own mind is your worst enemy in that scenario. If they tell you information, you're on overload and you're like, okay, well, this is what's gonna happen. No, not always.
He's gonna be okay. I mean, I'll be taking care of him and everything, so he'll be good. As far as recovering from his stroke right now, he's getting better. So we're still waiting on some blood work to come back. Still some more testing to come through. He's got a whole bunch of doctor's appointments next week. So
gotcha.
Be a busy week for him next week. And those are my updates.
Hope everything goes smooth for both of you. Definitely.
We got Devil Flyer. Hail, Devil.
Hey, Devil.
And you were the first in. And then I'm going to hit the intro and we will come back and do introductions. 1 second to find it. Here we go, guys. We're going to start with Trish. Go all the way around back to me. I'll be left. So introduce yourself. Who are you?
Oh, are we starting with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm Trish Bates. I'm sorry. I'm the other half of Brink and Fetch. Just want to have fun. You can find me on Facebook. Usually that's where I'm hanging out. Or in some room on YouTube, just stalking. So that's me. Over to Avalon Comic.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and
I'm Alan.
We're making a comic. It's called Avalon Comic right now. We just actually are getting our Kickstarter people who donated out their stuff. We're working on that today, and our release date we're looking at is March 19th. Finally, it's been a long time coming.
Well, tell them what kind of comic it is.
Oh, what kind of comic it is here. Let me pull one up real quick. You want to grab one right over there? Yeah. So it's called Avalon. It's a post-apocalyptic comic about a family, 3 brothers and all that stuff, and they're going through their own problems and trying to deal with their own problems during a zombie apocalypse. So basically that's the gist of it. And you have anything to add about it?
No, I think you covered it. Yeah,
That's basically
good
it.
introduction there.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Bill Mouse. I'm an independent comic book artist. I'm drawing a comic book called Nera X Reborn #3. We have a Kickstarter right now with Committed Comics, which is with that guy right there next to me in the middle. And yeah, and that's what we're doing right now. I've been in the industry since like 1992, so I'm decrepitly old, and this is all I'm qualified to do now. So off to you, Tom.
Join the club.
There you go. Yeah, I'm Tom. I'm the editor-in-chief of Committed Comics. I am also exceptionally old. I've been doing this for over 20 some odd years now. But yeah, we're the publisher of Nera, and I'm the one facilitating and managing the Kickstarter. You can find us at committedcomics.com, which is loads and loads of fun. So, and then off to this fine gentleman here. I can't read this little thing. It's too small. My eyes are
I'm Shane. I'm the writer and artist of the comic book Quick the Clockwork Knight. Right now I'm running a Kickstarter for a comic called can you see it there? The Iron Dragon, which this is a printed proof here. So it starts off as a small mini comic here. And the way it works is you unfold it as you read it, and it gets bigger and bigger,
cool,
and bigger until it becomes like a giant oversized, if I can unfold it here, giant oversized newspaper comic. So it's kind of like it's kind of an experimental comic trying to do something.
I really like that concept. That's cool.
Thanks. Yeah, but it's like an action adventure. It's all ages appropriate. It's a little steampunk knight guy who fights monsters. It's currently on Kickstarter. tinyurl.com/quickdragon will take you right there, or you can just search Iron Dragon on Kickstarter. And speaking of Kickstarter, that leads us to, how do I point? To Grant.
You had a harder one.
Yeah, Danielle left, so I get her spot. Yeah, I actually did a cross promotion with Thane. This is my comic book. It's Beowulf. It's on Kickstarter right now. It's doing really well. We're about to get our first reward tier. Oh, I'll post the link to it in the private chat.
Yep, I'll be doing that too. I have all the links to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Is it my turn?
Danielle.
Oh. Hi, my name is Danielle Grimm. I'm a screenwriter as well as the producer and executive producer, writer of the Demonies. It's about a family of vigilante serial killers who are trying to seek out a 1960s, 50s small town. We have a Kickstarter, the Demoni sizzle reel. I'm trying to do a starter for a sizzle reel because I'm trying to produce the show for it. All the scripts are written for it, and we're just trying to get the sizzle reel made so we can just promote around film festivals. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome.
Cool.
So now it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I have a letter to read first. It's from Varian. He says, "To be honest, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that it will happen again. that I'm going to lose myself in this confusing or continuing confusion as I am wrestling with this TIA. I can't return to streaming until I know I'm 100%. I have to be. I'm going under the knife for the first of several surgeries. I'm afraid hospitalization time is from 6 to 41 days. I need your well wishes, prayers, and support. This whole ordeal has taught me that life is way too short to hate, hold grudges, and just dwell in the negative. So, in case I don't have another chance, in case I forget, I want you to know I love you, even if you don't know me very well. Thanks for being my friend, and I'll hopefully see you when I'm up and around. V.
Awesome.
And I am sorry. I just get emotional because it's been a fighting road, I'll tell you that much. I am Lola, your indie princess, and I hold many hats. Yeah.
Just nice and simple. Just a whole lot of hats.
Thank you, Sarah. She says, "Oh, dear Varian, sending so much love." And I'm holding up the best I can. Lots of therapy, medication.
All of us here are sending you all the good vibes that we got, even though it's digital.
I appreciate it.
So it's life hits with lefts and rights sometimes, and sometimes it's smooth and sometimes it's bumpy. And what's meaningful is that we're able to connect with each other, and we do like-minded things together. We do fun projects and things that bring us together. But the important thing is how we treat each other. How we're able to connect. So we're all behind you, because everybody goes through really hard things sometimes, and so we're supporting you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and my husband appreciates it too. All the prayers, well wishes, the love, the messages, the little things that people have sent him in the mail, the donations on the GoFundMe we have up to cover medical costs. Words can't describe how appreciative we are and very thankful.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys are good people. So
thank you. So on that note, we are going to dive into campaigns, because I talked for like almost 13 minutes now. So
I got to tell Mike what to throw some money at today.
all the money.
The first one on the chopping block is.
Oh no.
That's my comic book, Beowulf. Like I said, we're getting pretty close to $3,000, which is good. Our goal was only $2,000.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. So it is. Do you want to play the video, or do you want me to explain what it is?
Play the video.
I can play the video.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey everybody, it's Grant again. I'm here with my cat Mooney, who's also a character in my comic book Beowulf. It's Grant again. That's funny. I thought Mooney was going to start talking there, which I know sounds crazy, but you gotta believe me, in past videos he's actually started talking.
Oh, Father, would you stop rambling? I suppose it's up to me to promote this Kickstarter once again. Beowulf is a story about myself and my two sidekicks, where we... You know what? Let's just roll the trailer.
Hazel always knew there was something special about her cat Mooney, but she's still shocked when Mooney opens his mouth to tell her he's just had a vision. An ancient evil has awoken after centuries of sleep, and only one man can stop it, the legendary warrior Beowulf. Unfortunately, it's been over 1,000 years since he slayed a dragon, and he's been reincarnated as this guy. His name is Victor, and he's more unemployed millennial slacker than mighty warrior.
Beowulf is an epic adventure that spans centuries. Heroes in one age may become villains in another. Lovers in one life may become enemies in the next. Issue 3 continues the story begun in issues 1 and 2, but with exciting new additions. This issue also introduces several new characters, including a group of fairies that aid Beowulf in his quest, and a possible love interest for Beowulf. But let's be honest, you're really only reading to get more of your favorite feline hero, yours truly, Mooney. Don't worry, Mooney is all through this comic book. Issue 3 is completely finished. It's written, drawn, colored, everything is done. It just needs to be sent to the printers. The art is by the same fine gentleman who did such a splendid job of capturing my roguish charm in the first 2 issues. Don't worry if you missed issue 1 and 2. There's a catch-up tier for that. Just like last time, there's a deluxe edition with a variant cover and supplementary material included, including several new pin-ups. We also have retailers tiers and a hologram cover if those tickle your fancy.
Are you done promoting Moon Moon, or do you have something else to get off your chest?
The only thing left to say is you won't want to let your opportunity to own this amazing adventure pass you by. So sign up for your copy of Beowulf number 3 now, and pick up issues 1 and 2 while you're at it.
We just shot over other cat Stitch for really no reason. We just kind of thought he looked like he was getting jealous of all the attention Mooney was getting. Thanks.
How many cats do you have, Grant?
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute. I just have 2 cats.
Is it only Mooney in the book, or does the other one appear in the book too?
No, but I did another comic book about our other cat, Stitch. It was called Incredicat.
Nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
Thanks.
I like that he has 2 different colors eyes.
Yeah, the kitty cat
that's really cool. Yeah.
Isn't it so cool? Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
Beowulf. Oh, sorry.
I just have to be honest, Grant, that I'm surprised. I mean, you are so quick to get these books out, and like, I mean, I've only been like into the Kickstarter world like 2 years, and this is already your 3rd campaign. I mean, you are quick to get it out there, and I just want people to know, like, you always have positive responses to stuff, and everybody I know like loves your stuff. That once they start into your world, they usually want to continue on to your world with your world. So,
well, thanks, Trish. I appreciate that.
Your world. So,
what does the VIP contain? Because I don't see it listed out.
So it's got a special cover, and then it has a few extra pinups and some like making of pages.
Gotcha. Nice. Very cool. And you're using Comic Wellsprings. Those are good people's. I've been using them for quite a while.
So I've done all of the comic books that I've done have been through Comics Wellsprings, and they're quick. Their customer service is good. They're pretty.
The quality's really nice. I mean, I've used probably about 13 to 14 different print-on-demand companies over the years, and they're actually the best one. Which is evident that they're still around. More than half of the other ones are gone. So,
yeah, exactly.
Just be forewarned. I was on a show with him, and they do have a delay in getting the books out. So make sure you emphasize that to your backers if you're using Comic Wellspring.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody.
I mean,
everybody has a paper shortage right now, so I think people are going to be pretty understanding of that.
Yeah,
for the most part, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely true.
So
And
how
we've got-
how many issues do you continue to go on with Beowulf, or is there an arc coming soon where you're just going to put it together soon, or?
So this is a 6-issue arc. The storyline is 6 issues, and then after that, really the sky is the limit. Because I mean, because the story incorporates reincarnation, I can kind of tell like whatever story I want to involving these characters. You know, I can tell an old west story. I can tell a Viking story. I can tell, a Victorian story. Just involve like the same characters just in different eras.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool.
Just to let everybody know that's listening and watching, I did post the GoFundMe link for anyone that's interested. Whether you donate, share, whatever. Sharing means a lot so more people can see it. And you need to go check out this book because there's only 5 days left. And it's an awesome book. Link is in the description and it is also in the chat. So go check it out.
Yeah, thanks guys for letting me promote it.
Oh, no problem. You know you're welcome on anytime. I made room for you tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cool.
And
Very cool.
Congrats on funding and everything.
Yeah.
Can't wait
It's
for the
doing
next
well.
one.
Yeah, I think it's doing well so far.
Yeah. The next person on the chopping block will be.
Oh,
Hey, I know those guys.
That's a good looking. That's a good looking piece there. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's me and Bill. Me and Bill's
That's his.
little Kickstarter. Yeah.
Do you want me to play the video first, or?
Yeah, you can play the video.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey.
Yeah, a little video.
Bill did a lot of work on
There's lots of dialogue in my trailer.
Nice. There's a lot of ass in your trailer.
So that's the one thing that when we watch these trailers now, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of butt. All righty there. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with it.
So yeah, this is the last issue of the 3-issue story arc for Reborn. So for people who don't know, Nira is a character that's been around for, what is it now, Bill? 28?
We are at 29 years. So
29 years.
Wow.
Our next
Yo.
miniseries will be an event thing on a different thing. So yeah, 29. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Nira's been around the block, not in a bad way. With a bunch of other publishers.
About
With a bunch of other publishers, and landed it committed a couple of years ago. And so we've done 2 Kickstarters. Second issue 2, which we also had issue 1 included in that one, because we printed issue 1 right as the pandemic hit, because we were planning well. And so we couldn't promote it in any shows. So we're just like, well, let's roll it into the Kickstarter.
We didn't know about the plague.
Yeah, no, we didn't plan for that, unfortunately. So, yeah. But a bunch of different tiers. We got our whole bunch of stuff. Stretch goals already unlocked. We've got sticker sheets, stickers, metal bookmarks, trading cards, metal trading card. Yeah, a lot of work to do. And then Bill's got to finish drawing the damn book. Like that's kind of like the main thing at the point.
No, yeah. I've seen some pages in black and white. Is it a black and white book or is it color?
It's going to be full color.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just hasn't gotten around to that because he's been busy drawing variant covers for this thing. Every like week he would be like, "Hey, Tom, here's another cover idea. Let's do this one too." And I'm like, "Okay."
I like people have choices.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's it's already got the script obviously, and everything's all planned out. Just working now. I'm able to actually carve out the time and spend some good quality time at the table to give it all my best. So get it all finished up. Very excited about it. There's an exclusive Ali Garza cover.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Gen 13 fame.
Yeah, it was amazing. He used to be with us back in the old days, back in the early '90s with Entity Comics, and he saw the campaign, and he actually offered to be a part of it himself. And I was just so flattered and so I was taken back by that. I just thought that was amazing, and it sort of felt like a little bit of a family reunion, a little bit the old crew, He was doing a different book back then, back before all the DC stuff he's working on nowadays, and I thought that was super cool. He really knocked it out of the park. He brought his A game to that cover that he did for us.
Yeah. So we've got so many talented artists and just tons of variant covers. Drives me bonkers, but that's what people like. So who am I to say?
How many total covers are there?
I want to say there's
Thomas
11. No, I think there's like
I think there's 10 or 11.
I think there's 10 or 11.
I have to take a look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we also have it with you have the option of trade dress and no trade dress, or
right.
So
and one of them has red foil. One of the homage covers that we did has a red foil printing on the costume portions of her body, and I thought that printing technique that's going to look pretty cool when it's printed out.
Yeah,
to have that.
And so pretty much almost all the covers except 2 are available as add-ons. So, not counting the sketch cover tiers.
Right.
Yeah. So, but people are like, "Oh, I want this one and this one, this one." I'm like, "You can add them on. Go ahead. Trust me. I fully encourage you to add them on."
And I love the fact that the variant covers that we have, other than the ones that I kept on like throwing his way myself. The different artists that we have working on the variant covers, they all have very different styles, very different takes on the character. One's like very like a chibi, like cute style. One is like this real anime manga type style. I just love that there's different stuff. My daughter, Cat Mouse, she actually has one of the nude covers. She has a nude cover depicting Thalia, the cyber demon. And she's actually celebrating 10 years in the industry now. She's been at it for that long. So, and she's actually doing the interior colors of the book. I got her in between. She works for a company called Storyboard, based out of LA, and she does graphic novels all the time for them. They're like 130-page books that she usually gets stuck doing. So I get stuck doing, she enjoys doing. It's like,
in case anyone's ever watching, she loves.
Thank God we have a job to complain about that we love. That's. But work is deadlines are deadlines. So there's things to complain about. But luckily, she's right in between a couple of projects of her own, so we were able to bring her into this project. So I mean, she's not going to work for free. She ain't cheap. So I gotta make sure that she's taken care of.
Well, at least that'll take some of the load off of you, so you can get some more of the other pages done.
Oh yeah, that makes it like that's a double joy. But with the time frame that we have, it's like just being able to concentrate on the story layouts and the line art is fantastic. And of course, keeping things in the family. in the home studio, so to speak. You know, so it's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. I've tried to push her away from art because you never know how art's going to go. It could be a roller coaster. You do well, and you do who knows, you know. And I didn't really want that roller coaster for her, but you just can't do this unless you have a real love for it, because the things that you can complain about with this job are like, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm out. You know, it's like, you know, forget it. So you really do have to love it. So she does.
Bill, I got to ask you a question. I got to ask you a question because, like, for our book, we work with the dad and daughter team too, and it seems like sometimes they push each other. You know what I mean? Where she's like, "Dad, you could do that better," and he's like, "Well, you can color that better. Well, you can make better lines here." And they kind of push each other. So that's why I love what comes out of them, because it's like they seem to push off each other. Does that happen?
Yeah.
With your daughter?
Oh yeah. There's a synergy like
more
that.
pushing him out the door though.
She's
right out the door.
She's the sport model. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, she's the upgrade. She's the next level. So, you know, I'll be slowly retiring as she's taking off. So I think she's my retirement plan. I'm not really sure how that works, but no, she's great, and she keeps me straight. She's got much more of a left brain than I do. I'm like all right brain, which is bad when it comes to organizing and business and that type of thing. But she has both. Her mom gave her the left brain. I gave her the right one apparently, and she's got the left one too. So she's keeping me on track. She's like, hey, by the way, stop playing Horizon Forbidden West for like 5 minutes and get your shit done. You know, it's like, so
nice.
But yeah,
so
she's
I have
fantastic.
to ask,
Yeah.
I see you have a softbox behind you. Are you a photographer too?
I have a lot of different interests. We love photography. We love filmmaking. We love, and my associate's degree from community college. That was all part of my, you know, one day I hope to direct. You know, so yeah, there's all those different aspects. She has so many different interests. These are actually her soft boxes behind me. So. Yeah, and you know, she paints and she does so many different types of artwork and genres that we have to have a little bit of everything. The studio is divided into like 4 different hemispheres.
Yeah.
So we can do different types of work and different types of things.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I'm a photographer and graphic designer, and I just had to put together my new lighting kit for my class this term. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I love getting new equipment. I love getting it all hooked up.
Man,
and plus, it works better for the live streams anyway, because like it captures the light better on my table when I'm sketching, when I'm doing live sketching and stuff. So it's a win-win. You know, you get to use all this stuff for all the other things we do anyway.
I just set up some really big and really heavy strobe lights.
Oh, cool. I love getting new stuff.
We'll draw faster so you can get paid to get more stuff. Sorry, was that loud? I thought that was my internal dialogue.
You used your outside voice.
Use my editor brain. Sorry about that.
So the next person is. Do you want me to play the video first?
Should we play? Yeah.
Play it.
Okay.
Play it.
Cool.
I'm not gonna kill you. Nah. I'm gonna torch you first. And then I'm gonna kill you.
I know when I'm around one of my own, and I can see it in your eyes. You kill for the ethics of it. You kill those who deserve it. But for me, I kill for sport.
I can't help feeling somewhat responsible.
Hi, my name is Danielle Grimm, and I would love to share with you an innovative project I've been working on entitled The Demanis. It's about a family of vigilante serial killers who seek out corruption in a 1960s small town. It's Dexter meets the Addams family. The Demanis may seem like any other family of their era, but they know how to make someone feel at home, especially when it's one of their victims they're trying to kill. Nero, the patriarch of the family, has only passion for 2 things: his family and his cooking, especially when he's serving up some of the bodies of his victims. But he couldn't do it without his loving wife and partner, Malaria, the mother who's just as deadly as the disease she's named after. On the outside, she's like any other 1960s MILF. She likes making cherry pies, flirting with the milkman, but her favorite activity is torturing her husband in the bedroom just to keep things electrifying. Now, you can't forget about the children. Manson, the oldest son of the family, he seems like any other sweet boy his age. He likes going to baseball games, he likes hanging out with friends, but his best friend, however, is a demon who owns Manson's soul and commands him to do occasional sacrifices, just like any other teenage boy would. We can't forget about Esther, because on the outside, she may seem like any other sweet, perfect girl, where all the boys love her and all the girls hate her. But on the inside, she holds a secret, more curse, for every boy she sleeps with dies in some horrible, horrible fashion. When the Damanis move to Simpleton, they expect to lay low after a while after one of their crimes, maybe get some sleep and also have a Bloody Mary with real blood. But when Nero tries to open a butcher shop in town, he realizes how much corruption there really is in this simple town of Simpleton. With such evil, such as a child pornography ring, as well as segregation of the era. But the Damanis, they'll get revenge on the only way they know how. I first wrote the pilot script around October of 2019, and a live table read was performed around 2020, a month before the pandemic was announced. But to quell the loneliness of the pandemic, I wrote the whole season as well as put on table reads through Zoom with actors from Acting Out Studios. The pilot was also selected for Southern Horror Film Festival, and a live table read was also performed. So a little bit about me is I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm also a screenwriter at Acting Out Studios. And recently, one of my scripts, Acid World, had also gotten quarterfinalist at Atlanta Screenplay Awards. And some of the clips from the beginning were from the demo reels from some of our actors at Acting Out Studio performing certain aspects of the content from the Damanis. All right, thank you so much, and I look forward to your support. And just remember, the family that slays together stays together.
Well done.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so I don't know where to begin. Yeah, so currently there's about 13 days left, and we're about 1,500 to our $7,000 goal. However, we will have matching funds, so regardless, we will match the funds, and the demo reel is going to get produced. So yeah, no way about when I put my mind to something, it's like Zoom. So this is my first Kickstarter ever. It's been a very interesting education for me as well as my other production assistants. But yeah, so we are planning to film this in April with intended to release around May, June. And we are working with a production company called LA Reels, who will be providing a lot of the sound equipment. Yeah, and I'll be providing all the scripts and the actors as well as the food. Don't forget about the food. Yeah.
I don't know
just
if I want you to cater. After seeing the little sizzle reel bit of the trailer, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable having you cater an event. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm wrong.
I can't cook, but I can make a good drink. But yeah. So it's we have all the actors ready. Yeah, we're just trying to get the demo reel produced because my intention is to kind of show this around other kind of film pitching events around Atlanta, where I'm currently in at the moment, and as well as other other film festivals. So yeah, I'm very excited just to see the outcome and just because I'm also a first-time director. But I've had screenwriting, writing monologues for Acting Out Studios for demo reels for actors to show to agents. So, yeah.
How long does a sizzle reel usually end up being? Is it longer than a trailer, or does it depend on the content?
This one specifically, it's usually like a short film, but this one would be about 6 minutes, basically, just to give like a gist of, what the show is for people. Because my goal is also trying to get this picked up by other networks to also get like other producers involved to also hopefully get like a pilot episode and all the works.
Very cool.
So I have a question. If this doesn't work the way you want it to become a movie, would you ever consider putting it in comic book form? Because like I am like all into this now. I'm like I want this. It's horror. That's my thing. That's my jam.
Yeah, like I want this to be more of a TV show, but I feel like I could also, I feel like I could really see this as like as a comic book as well. Because I've written about 10 episodes altogether, and they're like an hour long. So yeah, just trying to, because I've always been interested lately in as well as writing scripts for comic books.
Yeah, make a good graphic novel.
Right now I'm just trying to. Right now I'm just trying to get my feet wet with screenwriting and just actors.
That's cool. That's cool.
But
any more
if you ever want a place to just post it to get more eyes on it once it's done, Indie Vault has a Roku channel where we put short films or anything, interviews, movies, all kinds of stuff on there, and it gets a lot of views. So
yep, I have it on my Roku. I have the Gold Station on my Roku.
Yep. It was here. There you go.
Okay,
right
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, Indie Vault TV.
Indie Vault TV.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Any other last questions or?
No, it looks really good. I was into it. I was like, give me more.
Well, yeah, I actually muted myself so I could yell at my husband. I want to go back this project right now. And he's like, gonna wait till tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, but I want it now.
Thank you so much for having me though.
Oh, you're welcome. And anytime you want to come on, just message me. You're welcome. All of you guys are welcome back anytime. So just message me. I'll fit you in somewhere.
Well, we didn't speak yet, so we might ruin that.
Well played, folks.
See, and there it all goes.
On that note,
now you're up.
Yep.
Test the waters.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, you just went up.
Oh, fantastic.
That was not us. That was not us.
If you want to go ahead and play it, we can play it, and then I'll talk about it.
All right, sure.
Love all the videos.
Very cool. Very cool.
Videos are all great.
All right, so short. Again, it's so short. So
I'm into that music.
I showed it off at the top of the show, but it is a full, what they call a broadsheet newspaper, kind of folded up to make a comic. So depending on how you count the pages, if you count it as a little mini comic, it's got 32 pages. If you count it as a giant broadsheet, it's got 4 pages. But it's kind of an experiment. It's done well. It's well past its goal. I set my goal really low because I had no idea if people would go for this or not. Like, I thought it was cool, but not all I think it's cool.
You did really well.
Other people think it's cool, but this seems to have caught on. So I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping to follow it up with several more. If you can Are you able to like pop me out and make me big in the window? I can show you real quick, kind of the inspiration for this.
Yep. Hold on. Trying to find you.
Over here.
There we go.
Okay, awesome. So,
there he is. There he is.
In 2021, I spent a lot of time going to comic book conventions, and I would go around and I would show people this little mini comic thing I made. And I don't know how well it's showing up on the screen, but it's like this little tower.
Yeah,
and it looks like a very stereotypical kind of damsel. This is really hard to do the mirror. Damsel in distress. The knight at the bottom, he's going to rescue her. But what it is it's if you remember Mad Magazine, the fold in, this is kind of the opposite. It's the fold out. So you open it up and you go inside the tower, and there's like all this crazy crap.
Wow.
And again, I don't know how well it shows up on the screen, but there's like little tiny numbers. You can follow the knight through the castle, and eventually he gets to the princess. And I'm going to hold it up close to see if I can make it show up here. But the princess is really just a puppet that's Monster used to lure him in. I don't know how good that is. So the monster's going to eat him, but then at the last second, the real princess shows up and saves him. But it's like, where'd she come from? But if you look at the bottom in like the dungeon here, the princess has her own story. The real princess, she has white numbers and the knight has black numbers. So there's like two narratives that run through the piece and team up at that point. Then you follow both of them as they fight their way through the castle. So anyway, it's just like a fun little comic I made by folding paper that I thought was cool. And I'd bring it around. I'd show it to people at conventions, and people like loved it. Like the reaction was amazing. Not everybody loved it, but most people loved it. Got very excited about it. So that got me thinking, like, how do you make something that's like that has that like visual impact right away, and it's kind of a novel way of telling a story. And that's how I ended up with the Iron Dragon. I wanted to kind of do the same thing as the tower, but do it even bigger and do it in color. Yeah, and like I said, it's an experiment, but it's done very well, and I'm very happy with it. I've done other Quick the Clockwork Knight books in the past, but this is kind of the latest incarnation. And so far, so good. We'll see where it goes from here.
So, are you doing everything? Are you?
Yes, yeah. So I'm everything.
Okay.
I'm the artist. I'm the writer. I'm the designer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's all me.
Very cool. Very cool.
That is super cool. Yeah, I love it.
I got to tell you though, you didn't come to any shows where I was at because I would have snatched that up.
Yeah.
Well,
that's actually how we got a lot of our projects and stuff like that. People come to portfolio reviews, different things like that, and so.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. My project, or a couple of projects before this, was a choose your own adventure graphic novel. And that I actually just signed a deal with a publisher. So hopefully that'll all go well, and I'll be rich and famous, like as my kids keep telling me I should be.
It's cool that you're experimenting with like the form of the comic book. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and it's really good that you decided to go with Kickstarter, because that, I come from a retail background of comic book stores. Like I did comic book retail for many years and did management and that kind of stuff. And this is something that a lot of stores be very hesitant on because they don't know how to. There's no good way to present it. But using just Kickstarter, you're literally just going to, you don't have to worry about a display. You're literally just showing people like, this is it, and if you like it, buy it. And so,
Yeah, for sure. And this was very intentionally designed to like fit in an envelope and not way too much. So very male friendly. You can get all my add-ons. So I'll be packing some big packages too with original art and stuff like that. But for the most part, it'll just big envelopes.
Nice. Yeah, that was very cool.
Love it.
So, speaking of hacking stuff, IndieVolt has a special sponsor, Gemini Mailers, and if you use code VOLT10, it will save you 10% on all your Gemini needed products. Go check it out.
Good to know, because I actually need to order a couple. So now I'll be using your code. So
we do, and I need a discount.
Yes. I used it. A lot of people used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's on any product on their website, so it's not just the Geminis itself; it's all of the products.
The little envelope plan better.
Although, yeah. I wish I thought about the little envelope idea.
And we are approaching our hour mark, guys. So we're gonna go around and tell everybody
Avalon,
where they can find you.
Avalon.
We got to throw Avalon's.
I missed you.
Yeah. We missed the guy.
Well, you don't have to do that.
She hates us.
I don't.
It's
You know
fun.
what?
We didn't rehearse
Other-
anything anyways. We're good.
I didn't have a link for you.
As they
that's
put all the
why.
props away.
We're like, all right, guys.
Can you put your link in the private chat?
That's how you sit there and be like, put the animals back in the cages. Put the animals back in the cages. We're not doing it this time.
No, I didn't have a link for them, and I couldn't find it. So, can you put your link in the private chat, and I'll bring up your campaign?
Oh, the Kickstarter?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
We'll keep it brief for you guys since.
Oh no, you're fine. And I apologize. I didn't have a
Well,
link in.
to be honest, there's no choice but to keep it brief. There's not much going on here, so.
Yeah. Well, actually, Avalon, I was confused because in the beginning when you guys did your intro, you guys said that you were packing stuff, but then you also have a campaign. So are you shipping out the previous campaign?
Campaign's actually finished.
The campaign just finished, yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So let's see if this even kind of works.
Yeah.
We'll see if you get onto our account.
Let's see. There we go.
Technology.
Did you get the photos that we emailed as well? I don't know how.
Yeah, I did get the photos, but I never got the link to.
The link or whatever that goes with it. No video, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not that fancy yet.
But you did fun, so congrats on that.
It's pretty cut and clear what you see, what you get. You know, it's a post-apocalyptic horror comic, and yeah, why don't you tell them a little bit about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, right there, like you said, it's pretty cut and dry. It's brand new. This is our first comic that we're working on together. I personally have had the idea for a couple years now. And then I found him and he helped me write it and all that stuff. And we tried to perfect this as much as we could. And it has a lot of realism in the characters. I feel like some things kind of lack that. And we don't have one of the photos on there, but these two together are going to be a good dynamic together. Very real people. Like people like you and I and all that stuff. So that's going to be a good thing that we're going to focus on while we write this and go further with this. And that one is currently part of issue 2. Issue 1 is, like we said, we just got our issues in and we were packaging for the people who donated on the Kickstarter and all that stuff. Our artist is working on issue 2 right now, and we're actually almost done with that as well. I think how many issues have we written so far?
5.
So we're 5 issues deep so far, and we plan to keep going until we run out of ideas, or until we ruin it.
No, it looks good, and I like how you have the blood in red.
The usage of spot color is nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is our first
well
venture
done.
into the comic world, you know. So we definitely appreciate having us on the show and showing some support there. Our main goal for this first one, obviously, was to kind of keep it, you know, close to home.
Yeah,
you know,
close to home, and then kind of slowly do our thing. And this is going to help us in that way, and just kind of move us in that way.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, it looks super cool, dude. Super cool.
Thanks, we appreciate that.
Yeah, and your next campaign will definitely have you on when you're launched and everything.
And hopefully, we can get more screen time here. We can be more familiar with you guys and talk a little more. It seems like a lot of people on here are kind of familiar with each other. We're just like losers.
I only know Tom.
Yeah, very few people admit that. So you know,
And Tom found me on the street.
Yeah, in a cardboard box, huh?
A bag of
he was
Cheetos.
styrofoam. He was styrofoam box. He doesn't love the environments. He's a terrible person.
I'm trying to change.
Oh, they only know me because I hang out in the chat rooms most of the time. Because during COVID, there was nothing to do, and so we're like, "Oh, let's make a comic during COVID." So,
yeah.
But I used to stay out in the chat. So,
Everyone is welcome back anytime. Just message me so we can get you back on.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I did forget you guys. I just didn't have the link.
No, yeah.
I didn't mean to. I promise.
Well, my fingers have been crossed the whole time, hoping you would.
Hey, look, you're already in fulfillment mode, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, geez.
Now, for those, is there a way to get your book?
For us?
Yeah.
Actually, why don't you post the Facebook link in there? We have an online shop right now through Shopify, so it's going to be live on our Facebook, our Instagram, wherever you find us online. You'll be able to go to the links and order it from there.
Or definitely have a catch-up tier on issue 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll be back for that, and we'll because we're probably gonna make a Kickstarter for that too as well.
Right now, it's just up for pre-order. Like I said earlier, March 19th is our release date that we're looking, or that it is our release date, and
that we're looking
right now,
What was that?
Nice. Very cool.
And then the link to your Shopify is in the chat for anyone that is interested in picking up a copy. And then we are going to start with Grant. Where can we find you?
My name is Grant Lankard, Lankard. It's a pretty common name, or it's a pretty uncommon name. So you can find me pretty much on any of the social media places. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook like that. Or you can check out my website. It's monarchpublishing.net. And if you sign up for my newsletter, I'll give you a free sample of my comic book.
And Danielle, where can we find you at?
Uh-oh.
And she froze on me. She got scared.
Freeze!
No.
Oh, there's somebody behind her.
Okay. So my main Instagram account is Edgar Allan Ho 32. And also I can't help, seriously. And we also have a
That's actually
Instagram,
fantastic.
and we also have Damani's TikTok. I know. I try. And we also have Damani's TikTok. So yeah, go and follow us. Follow us on Kickstarter as well. And yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Committed.
So you can find us. You can go to Kickstarter and search Nira X, and that'll pull up our campaign. So, and then you can also find us at committedcomics.com. So it's 2 M's and 2 T's. So COMMITTED COMICS. And then Instagram, it's Committed EIC as an editor-in-chief. Because somebody stole Committed Comics and I can't get it back. So thanks, Instagram. Thanks for nothing. Yeah. So that's the easiest way to find us.
Bill, you want to add anything?
Sure. You can find me right here, billmoss.com. That webpage has links to basically everything I'm doing at the moment. My socials, the Kickstarter page, there's a link there to go to Nira X Reborn #3. There's only 7 or 8 days left on the campaign. So if anybody's watching, or if anybody is a watcher on the campaign and they haven't actually pledged yet, it would be great if you guys would jump on now before it wraps up, because this is actually exclusive to Kickstarter. We're not taking a campaign to Indiegogo or anywhere else after that. So after it wraps on Kickstarter, that's it for this particular event and for how we have it set up. So
yeah, so we'll have some. Yeah, so I'll have some issues available for retail sale direct on the website, but a lot of the stuff we're doing, much like a lot of you guys were doing, print to orders essentially with small amount percentage overage.
They're
So
limited.
a lot of the variant covers, we're only going to have maybe 10, 15 after we fulfill our orders. So if you want
exactly,
it,
and those will go away during shows. Those will disappear. During a show. So
Yeah.
And thank you for having us on the show. So it's
Yeah,
been
you're very
it's been really
welcome.
cool. Any excuse to hang out with like-minded good people, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. The Avalon team.
The Avalon team. So far, you can find us in 3 separate places. AvalonComic.myshopify.com. You can pre-order the issue right now, and then in the future buy more issues coming out. You can find us on Facebook. Just look up Avalon Comic like we have in our title there, and Instagram right now as well. It's just Avalon, no space, comic, and that's how you can find us. Those are the 3 places you can find us right now. What we plan on expanding to Twitter and Patreon as well. And those are going to be the same exact names.
Nice. Thing?
Yeah, so the Kickstarter's live right now. The quick link is tinyurl.com/quickdragon. Will bring you right there. My website is Thane. Where's the camera? ThaneBenson.com.
Yeah, there it is.
You can find me on Instagram as Thane Benson, or on Twitter as Thane Benson, or on Facebook as Thane Benson. Not too many Thane Bensons out there, so you can find me pretty easily. But thanks for having me. This was great.
You're very welcome. Trish.
I'm Trish Bankston. You can find me on Facebook most of the time, or lurking in chat rooms, usually in the background. And that's kind of where I am.
You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere. I usually have like 6 windows up at a time. So, because I'm like, I'm here, guys. I'm here.
So you're Batman.
I am. I'm everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Excellent. All right. I like that vibe. That's good. That's good.
And for me, guys, easiest way to get a hold of me, if you don't have my contact information already, is go to Linktree /indie_princess. All my links are there. And that is it for the show tonight. Any last words, guys?
Buy my book.
Everybody out there,
I knew somebody was going to say
backhaul
that.
the campaign.
So expect the pre-orders to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, guys.
I gotta feed my dog like the fancy food. gotta hook Bill up.
Give you a discount.
Yeah, this is it for this week's Geekgasm. Tune in next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for another Geekgasm. And we will see you guys later.
See you later.